Hello. Last week we had a homework of Study Link 7.7. It was called Fraction Name Collection Boxes, and there was one part 4, A and B, where you had to make your own little puzzles for a friend to solve. So what I've done is I took 6 of you, and I'll do the other ones later, but I took your puzzles and put them on here for your classmates to solve your puzzles. So we'll do some of these together just to review how it works, and then you can solve them on your own. So I've deliberately put some space over here because we're going to use this space to find the equivalent fractions. And we'll start with Leia's here. Leia had 3/5 as her fraction, so you should write 3/5 here. And what you need to think of now is what times 3 will give me 15. And hopefully you know your facts good enough, but you know that 3 times 5 will give you 15, and you make this fraction 5/5. And the reason you do that is because if you have 5/5, that's the same as 1, right? All these fifths are filled in. You have 1 whole, or 5/5. And if we multiply by 1, the number doesn't change. So anything times 1 is the same number. So now we can put 5/5 there, and 5 times 5 on the bottom will give us 25, and that's the answer. Same thing here. How about 3/5? Now, you're looking at the denominator. 5 times what will give you 45? The answer would be 9. So you need to make 9/9 because that's the same as 1. And the top, you're going to have 27 there. Get that? Yui's, she's got 1/2. So 2 times what will give us 60? It's going to be 30. So 1 times 30 is 30/60. One trick for 1/2 though, you'll notice because it's 1 and double underneath, really this is always going to be, the denominator will always just be double the numerator. So double that and you've got this. Double this 250 and you've got your answer there. Let's see, I don't know if we need to do all of these. Maybe I'll just do one of each person. So here's Jane's, and for Jane we have 1/3. So 1 times what is going to give us 7? Well, 1 times 7. So the bottom will be 21. Moving down to, let's see, Yui's. Yui has 1/6 for hers. So 6 times what equals 2? Or equals 12. The answer is 2. So 2 halves there. And that means you're going to have 2 in the numerator. For Erica, she's doing 2/3. And 3 times what is 24? It's 8. So now you have 8/8, and that'll give you your top. Sai was working with 3/4. 3 times what equals 9? 3. So give yourself 3/3. And again, if you know your math facts, this is going to be pretty easy work. If you're still learning your multiplication facts, it might be a little bit trickier, or division facts too, really you're doing that as well. Finally, I'm just reviewing some decimal things. At the bottom here, just remember when you're adding or subtracting decimals, it's very important that you line up the decimal points. So they should be together, and you have your tens place, ones place. This is tenths and hundredths, just like fractions, 9/10 or 5/10 or 6/100. And then you can just add it the way you would quickly add numbers, like, like that. Over here, again, decimal is the important bit. And then this one is a little bit weird because you have 2 places that are not aligned. And what you do is simply, it's like adding a 0, right? So that 8 and 7 stay, then you have 5 here, and you just add the rest normal. The subtraction will work in a similar way to just a quick version of subtraction, as long as you get the decimal points to line up. So now everything is neatly in its place, and then you can just do the quick version of subtraction where you're trading places to get what you need and so on. Okay, so that's just some review of decimal stuff, and this is fractions. Thank you for puzzles. The others of you will try to get your puzzles on one of these later, and that's it. Thank you.